We are going to start a practical session. You are watching a one HMI. It is a teach pendant, right? So we all know now there are mainly three parts of robot. One are manipulator, second one is controller, and third one is teach pendant. The second name of teach pendant is a smart pad. We can operate the robot by this teach pendant. So this is also known as a operating device. Without the teach pendant, we cannot operate, we cannot jog, we cannot move the robot. The robotics. Okay. So now you are watching a smart pad. There are so many keys are given on the teach pendant, and two types of key are there. There are HMI. On the screen, there is so many keys are soft keys. It is a touch key. Okay. And out of the screen, there are several keys are given. It all keys are a push button key. Okay. So we are introducing the all keys one by one. First, you are watching here one red colored switch is given. It is a emergency switch. Okay. So yesterday we are already discussed about the emergency key. It is mounted on the PLC. Okay. So all our three robots, we have uh, individual teach pendant of each and every robots. So all teach pendants have a individual key. We can operate from this. This is a push button, and if we can see inside of the cell any collision or accident, we can operate this key from uh, any of the teach pendant. Okay, so this is a teach pendant. Emergency key is given for a safety purpose, and near the emergency switch, one key is given here. This key is lock and unlock the HMI. Okay, now we are on unlock screen. Okay, this is unlock, so we can make a new folder, new file, and new program, and we can also jog the robot. Okay, so this is a unlock screen. By the rotating the key, the screen has changed. Okay, now you are looking only four modes. This is a T1, T2, auto, and external. Four keys are there given. This is a lock. Okay, so this key is by the rotating this key, four type of program operating methods we are watching here. These four methods are used for a run a program. This is a T1. T1 mode is a to operate the program manually. Okay. T2 mode is to operate program to testing by a full flange. Auto mode means the program's drive is not it will be bypass the drive, and by the play button we can play the whole program. And external mode, hello, the external mode is given for the program which is selected by us. It will be operated by the external, means it is operated by a PLC, programmable logical control. So we if can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm repeat the lock and unlock key. This is a lock position. In lock position, we have four different method to operate a program. Okay. First one is T1. T1 is a manual mode. Second one is a T2. T2 is a testing mode. Okay. So after making a program in manual mode, we can test it in T2 mode. and if it is okay, then we can operate it in automatic mode. Okay. There are two types of automatic mode. First one is automatic mode. We can operate from the teach pendant, and another automatic mode is auto external. Auto external mode, in the auto external mode, we cannot operate, we cannot start the program from the teach pendant. It will be operated by the external controller. It is called a PLC. Okay. So four type of methods are given in the robotics KUKA, and these four methods are different. Okay. So we are going to unlock. This is a unlock position. Okay. Here third button, white button is given here. This button is given for a disconnect the teach pendant from the controller. Okay. So we cannot disconnect this device, this teach pendant, without safety. So this is a safety feature for disconnecting the teach pendant, and without press the teach this button, we cannot disconnect the teach pendant. Okay. So here some other switches are given. First, this switch is given for a, this is a play button. Okay. So when we are trying to play the program, selected program, we can play from this button from the teach pendant, and we can check the program. And this is a forward play button, and this on this button, this is a reverse play button. Two type of methods are given here: forward play and reverse play. Okay. So
Sir, screen.
Hello. Hello, madam. Can you all hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Very clear.
okay. Okay, madam. So this is a forward play, and this is a reverse play. And on this small square, red small square is given for a to stop the program. Okay, this is a stop button, and first button is given for a editing mode. Okay. So this button, if we press, there is keypad is automatically generate, and we can type the program. Okay. So four type button give here. Okay. And these four buttons are given for a special package. Okay. So these teach pendant is here for a R1 pick and place robot. So there are no any special package need to operate the pick and place. But if this teach pendant is connected to the welding machine, so welding related package will be given here, like a wire feed, like a machine on off, and welding on or off. Okay. So we can see we will see the teach pendant of welding machine, and then understand what are the special packages. Okay. After that, we are watching here some minus and plus buttons. There are so many minus and plus buttons, 8 types of given here, but this is specially given for a jogging to the robot. Okay. So like these 4 tabs are given for different method to operate a program. Okay. So here 2 types of methods is given for jogging the robot. Okay. So we can move for different types of method here given, like a axis, world, base, and tool. These 4 different methods are given for jogging. The meaning of jogging is to move the robot with 6 different axes or 6 different methods. Okay, so there are two methods here. First one is by the key. Okay, so 6 axis is given here: x, y, z, a, b, c in world, and about x is a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, a6. There are 6 joints are given here, and all joints have a individual servo motor. Servo motor is controlling the speed of joints and synchronizing each other and move the x, y, z, a, b, c or a1 to a6 axis. Okay, so we have here 4 types of different method to move the robot. Uh, these uh, these keys are given for a move the robot, and also we can move the robot by 6D mouse. Okay, so we have 2 method here to jog the manipulator. Okay, by the key. Otherwise, we can also jog the robot by 6D mouse. 6D mouse means it's either A to 6 axis, A1 to A6 axis, or in world coordinate system, it will be AXYZ and ABC axis. Okay, so we will see how can we jog the robot after introduction of the keypad. Okay, so here also some other touch buttons are given here. You can see here. Yes, small robots are is seen here. This is a menu button. By pressing the key, we have menu. Okay, file, configuration, display, diagnosis, startup, shutdown, and help. Okay, so here in configuration, machine configuration is given here. Machine configuration, we are watching here. It's a negative and positive direction of all axes, all joints A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, and A6. It is software limit switches. If we are giving hello, hello, hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hear me?
Yes, sir.
Clear. Now it's clear.
Okay. Okay then. Now we are going on. As there some keys are given in the back side of the teach pendant. 3 keys given for a drive on. Okay. Drive on, the meaning of drive on is servo motor will active on the each and every axis given on the robot. Okay. There are 6 joints are there, and every joints we have a servo motor. By the press any key among the 3 keys, the drive wheel on and we can jog. Without the key press, we cannot jog the robot. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 different keys are given, but its function is same. Okay, so if we can handle the teach pendant by left hand, we can press the left key. Okay, if we can we will handle the robot in by right hand, this key will operate, and we can also handle like this. Okay, so we can press the enable key. This key is known as enable, drive on, and dead man. Okay, and this green button is given for to play the program or to play the our axis. Okay, so there is also one feature given here. This is a USB USB port is given here. Okay, so we can connect the pen drive also in the teach pendant, and by the pen drive we can restore the backup, and we can take the backup, and also we can download the program which is made by different types of software. Okay, so here some another keys are given here. Okay, firstly you are watching here S. Okay, so the meaning of S is a submit interpreter or soft PLC. Okay, it should be always in a green light. Okay, so this controller, this teach pendant is given the backup and the information continually to the PLC. So this green button is always has been on. Okay. So next to the submit interpreter, it will this is another key. It is O and I. Okay. So this is a drive button. O indicates a drive off and I indicates a drive on. So if the drive backside of the we will on the drive, we can see here the all axis is highlighted by green light, and also here the O is convert in I tab and it is also a green light. Okay, so if the green light is highlighted, we can jog the axis now. Okay, so drive is on. Now we can jog or we can move the robot. Okay, here one tab also given, it is a R. The meaning of R is select program. Okay, so now this R is in gray color. The gray color meaning is there is no program is selected. Okay, if we select any program like this, we are open the folder, then these are the program. Okay, these are the module. We can say it's a program. So if any program, if we can select, the R tab is convert in yellow light. Okay, so firstly if we select any of program, the R tab will be convert in yellow light. Okay, and if no one program is selected, it will be in a gray color. Okay, so now we can play this program. This program you can see here in a C++ language. In the KUKA robotics, C++ language is supported. Okay, so we can make the program in C++ language. If the program is running, okay, if the program is running, the R tab will be convert in green light. Okay, and in between the program will stop, it will be a red light. The red light meaning is the program is in between the programming section. Okay, it is not going to the end of the program. Okay, and if the program is task is complete, okay, complete to the last line, the R color will be convert in black light. Okay, so there are 5. I was telling about the R tab. It is given for to select a program. Okay, so I am repeat it. If there are no program selection, the R tab will be on gray color. Okay, there are some color codes are given there. There are no program selected, it will be in gray color. But if we select any one program like this, we can select here. Here what tab is given, it is called select. Okay. Now the program is selected, then the R tab is convert in yellow light. Okay. As the program is running, this is play button, and in backside drive on button is given, be shown there. Drive on, all the axis highlighted. Now we can jog the program. If we play the button, okay, the light will be converted in green because it is a continual mode like this. Okay. You can see green light, but in between, if we stop the program, the R tab will be converted in red light. Okay. So the meaning of red light is the program is selected and stop in between anywhere of the program. Okay. But if the program task is completed, the color will be converted in black. You are watching here.
So, sir, to run the program, we have to keep pressing that button.
Yes.
To run the program, we have to keep pressing that button, like how you are doing now.
Okay. Sir, what are you going to ask me?
Sir, you are pressing that play button.
Yes, I am
run
pressing the play button. Yes.
When you press that button, you should keep on pressing it to run the program.
Yes, because we are in manual mode. This is a T1.
Okay, so if you take your finger, it will turn red.
Yes, if I take back my finger, it will be stop automatically. Okay.
Okay.
When by the pressing one time the play button, if we are in automatic mode, it will be run automatic.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. So we are now manually mode. In the manually mode, we can make a new folder, new program. The meaning of new program is new module. Okay. This is a folder, and near the folder, the M tab is given there. This module is a program file. Okay. So in the folder, we can make another new folder and file, but in the file, we cannot make any other file or folder. Okay. So file is individual program, and in the folder, we can make a another folders and files. Okay, sir. So if the program task will complete, the R color will be converted in black. Okay. So from start to end, the program is over. Okay. And then we are watching here some speed here. These buttons are also given here. It is a program play, speed plus and minus, and under this here one switch is given plus and minus for a manual mode. If we are jogging the robot by manual mode by these axis buttons, we can reduce the robot speed from here minus and plus. We can also here we can see it is a 30%. It will now pressing one time, it is convert on 50% for 75%, and it is 100%. Okay. The meaning of 100% is the manual speed will be 250 millimeter per second. It will be, we can jog the robot. Okay. But the full speed of robot is in the program, it will be converted in 2 meter per second. Okay, so very swiftly it is working. Okay, so in every teach pendant, one program is should be given. It is a home position program. This is the program to take the robot to the home position. So home position is always given to the all robots to its safety. Okay, so we can define the safest position and we can give the PTP home program. So every time if we will play this program, the robot will be go on safest position which we given in the home position program. Okay, so near the if we can press this button, it will 100% to directly reduce on 75%. Okay, so if we want to play the program in 80%, so by the key we cannot operate the 80%, but here some dragging key also is given, touch dragging key. We can adjust this key and we can adjust finally the speed of the robot. Okay, so this is a manual jogging speed plus and minus, and this is a program speed plus and minus. Okay, so this tab is given for to reduce or increase the speed. Okay, so another feature is given here. The go means the program will be continue. Okay, without stopping, but we are opening one program. Okay, so you are watching here so many blocks, so many lines here. Okay, so if we want to run the program line by line, okay, this is this one line is generate a 1 point. Okay, so point to point, if we are trying to check the program, we can you all hear me?
We can't see the video.
Yes,
So
sir.
video cannot.
Yes, sir. Video is not there.
Yes, I can hear you.
But video is not there.
Oh,
Okay, now it is visible.
Okay,
now
okay.
visible.
We can see, we can check the, we can simulate the program by continual mode to use go mode, and if we want to check the step by step position, we have to go here motion mode. Okay, now if we will play the program will stop on the every points which generated in the program. Now program will not run in continue. We can see here red light is generated because on the point 1 program is stopped. Okay, so we have to press again the key and it will reach to a second point. Okay, so we can check the program in point to point. We will go to the motion. Okay, and in the go position, it will continue the program to the end. Okay, to select R, we have two options here. One option is cancel the program and another one is a reset the program. Reset means in between the program will reach on the initial point of the program. Okay, reset. Now the program will start from start of the initial point of the program. Okay. And if we cancel the program will be cancelled and the folder will come. Okay. Now we are going to see here tool and base selection. Okay. So there are 16 types of tool we can make here and 32 types of base we can make here. What is a tool and what is a base? We will see it in inside the cell. Okay, 32 type of base and 16 type of tool we can calibrate from the teach pendant. Okay, so here another one option is given here. First, the blue highlight LED is there is some continuous is given there. Okay, the meaning of continue is you can jog the robot continuously without any interruption. Okay, so if you are watching here, the infinity symbol is given there. Okay, so if the full flange and it is a full stretch, the robot, it will automatically stop. But in 110 or 1 mm, it will incrementally reach. It will not stop. It is a continuous. So we can press and change the mode. Now I am using the x-axis. We can see here it will continually going and continually come back. But if I want to make some program with dimensions, okay. For example, I want to make a square of 200 by 200. So I cannot use the continuous tab. I have to use the 100 mm tab. Okay. So now it is a incrementally 100 mm. So if I use the x-axis plus or minus, after 100 mm, the robot will be stopped automatically. Okay. So there are 100 mm or 10 degree, 10 mm or 3 degree, 1 mm or 1 degree, and also 0.1 mm and 0.005 degree accuracy we can gain to program making. Okay, so we are given here continuous and we will use this tab in during the making program. Okay, so now we are going to inside the robotic cell and we will make a new folder, new file, and we will see how the all joints are moving and what is the world coordinate system, and in the world coordinate system how can x, y, z, a, b, c is moving. Okay, now we are going to inside the cell. If I open the cell, the door safety is given here. The alarm will continue by opening the door. Okay, so now we will jog the machining robot, the biggest robot of the cell. Okay. So now you are watching a big robot here. There are 6 axes, 6 joints are there, and this is a servo motor. Every joints have a servo motor to control the axis given there, and there also some mechanical stopper are given there. You are looking here, some mechanical stopper in this is a second axis, this is a third axis. In third axis also the mechanical stopper is given. So these 2 axes and with the base, it will not rotate 360-degree. There is some restriction given by the mechanical stopper. It will not rotate the 360-degree. Okay. Now we are going to join robot. Okay. So I am not using the 60 mouse. I am using the key. Okay. So there is robotic axis is selected. Now I am press the enable key. By enable key, the drive will be on. Okay. Now what is the A plus and what is A minus? We will see to the robot.
Excuse me, sir. I can't view the screen. I think the screen is not shared.
Okay, madam.
It's shared,
One
but
minute.
it is
Sir,
vertical.
screen is visible.
Yeah,
It is
screen is
vertical.
visible, sir.
It has to be horizontal, no?
Yeah, it's horizontal. You have to turn the mobile if it is.
Visible, sir. It is visible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
It's
sir.
horizontal. Just make it horizontal.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
it's
But
visible. Visible.
vertical है sir, horizontal करना पड़ेगा.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Can you see that?
It's fine,
Movement
sir.
of the robot? Okay.
You can continue, sir.
Okay. Now you are watching the movement of base. This is A1 axis to the plus side. The meaning of plus side is if we are watching this robot on the top side, from the top side, it is turning as a clockwise direction. Okay. So it is a here plus side, A plus side. This is A minus side. It will be a anti-clockwise. It will move anti-clockwise from the top. But this is a limit. Okay. So this robot's reach is 2,500 millimeter. So 2,500 mm will be reached and it will give out of the transparent wall. Okay. So some restriction is given to the robot from the front. 30-degree plus and 30-degree minus is limitation given to the A1 axis. It is a base of the, okay.
Sir, how you will find the zero position?
It is given in teach pendant. I will see you later.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. In R1, we talked about the teach pendant introduction. In introduction, I will show you. Okay, so I will give show you after the jogging session. Okay, this is a A2 second axis position. Okay, this is a plus side and this is a minus side. This is A3. This is a joint number 3. You can see there upside. This is plus clockwise and this is counterclockwise. Okay. So now we are jogging the A4 axis. This is a clockwise plus side axis rotation, and this is a counterclockwise. This is the fourth joint of robot. Now fifth axis, fifth joint, minus side, and this is a plus side. Okay. This is a minus side, fifth axis, and this is plus side. Now you are watching this is a end effector. End effector is always mounted on every robot on sixth axis. Sixth axis is also called as a flange. Okay. So this end effector is a spindle, and spindle has a one motor here. Its RPM speed is 18,000 RPM. Okay, revolutions per minute. Okay, so we are using 14,000 to make this type of sculpture or any part. Okay. Here one cutter is also mounted in the spindle by socket. This is a semi-sphere cutter. It is known as a ball nose cutter. The material of ball nose cutter is a carbide. Okay, so we can machining this type of material. This material is hard form, but we can also machining in the aluminum and copper also here. Okay, but the spindle is so delicate, so we cannot cut the hard material on the work table. Okay, so these are the six different axis movement we have watched here. Okay, now the robot is moving and it is far to the home position. Now I am going to select the home position program. Here home position program is given, and to operate the program we have to select the program. But if we change, we want to change something in the program, we should open the program. Okay, now we are going to run the program, so we have to select. Now enable and start key will be operated. Is going to the home position. This is the home position. Safest position is of robot. Okay, now I show you machine configuration. In the configuration and machine configuration, you are watching here, some limitation are given there. Okay, so A1 is given minus 30 degree and plus 30 degree. A2 minus 140 and 2 minus 5 degree. Okay, so there are some restriction is given to stop the robot before collision. Okay, so this type of limitation are compulsory to give to the robot to reduce a accident. Now we are going to check the another jogging method. It's called a world coordinate system. The world coordinate system is based on a right hand rule. We will see the right hand rule. What is a right hand rule? First we will see this is a right hand rule. Okay, so this is the thumb. The thumb indicates a x-axis. The first finger is indicates y-axis, and the middle finger is indicate z-axis. Okay, the finger direction is a plus direction, and from the root will be a 0. This is like a number line. Okay, from 0 left side will be minus, and from 0 right side will be plus side. Okay, the thumb is x-axis, from root it will be x minus. Okay, like that, the finger is y-axis plus side, and from the root it will be 0, and the opposite side will be minus. As there, the middle finger will be upside z plus, and from the root of the finger downside it will be a z minus. Okay, now in the world coordinate system, x, y, z, three axes are given, but three another axis given. It is a rotational axis. Okay, so A, B, C, the meaning of A, B, C is A is rotational rotational axis along with z axis. A is along with z axis clockwise and counterclockwise rotation, and B will be along with y axis clockwise and counterclockwise, and C will be along with x axis clockwise and counterclockwise. Okay, so if any machine like a milling machine or robotic machine, we have to know the right hand rule to recognize a world coordinate system. Okay, because now these we will jog the robot in X, Y, Z, A, B, C, but we have to know the rule of right hand rule. Okay, so now we are going to check the axis in world coordinate system. You are watching here. The X, Y, Z and ABC is highlighted. What is the X plus and X minus? We will see it. Okay. Now I am pressing X plus. You can see the robot is going toward a door. It is a X plus axis. Okay. But the tool will be start to end. One straight line will be make. Okay. Without make any curvature, it will run to make a single straight line. Okay, it is a x-axis plus side, and this is a x minus. Okay, so as a right hand rule, this is a thumb direction, x plus and x minus. Okay, now we are going to see y plus axis. This is a y plus axis, and opposite side, this is a y minus. This is a z plus. It is going upside, and z minus will going downside. Now we are watching a ABC rotational axis. Okay, so A axis is rotational axis, but along to Z. Along to Z meaning the along Z is up and down. Okay, so along up and
Sir,
down,
excuse me,
Z
sir,
axis
one-
will be.
One small doubt, sir. This X, Y, and Z axis is common for all these type of robots.
Yes, sir. If you are talking about world coordinate system, it will be same.
Okay, yeah, X means forward and backward. Y
Forward and
means
backward,
left and right, and
left
Z
and
means
right.
top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Okay.
Yes.
Now we are going to check a rotational axis. Okay. So A axis is a rotational axis, but along to Z. Okay. This is A plus. Spindle is going to rotate, and this is A minus. This is B axis is along to Y axis. and after that we will see a C axis along to X. Okay, along X axis the rotational moment will take
Excuse
place.
me, sir.
Yes.
I'm getting dual sound. I'm not able to hear your voice properly.
Madam, it will be some technical issue. My voice is reaching to you, madam.
I'm
Sir,
able
your
to
voice is clear.
but the double sound is coming, sir.
Ma'am, it's
It
your
will.
network issue.
It will be.
Yeah, it's clear, sir.
Yes,
Clear.
definitely.
We are able to
Network
hear
issue is
properly, sir.
there. Yes.
We are able to hear properly. Voice is coming nice.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, sir.
It may be the network issue from your side,
Network
madam.
issue. Yes. Okay. Now we are going to reach the robot to the home position. So I select the home position program and play it to the home position. Okay. Now we are going to make a folder and file. File means a program. We will make a program. Firstly, it will come to the PTP point, then go down a line linear movement. Then we will make a square and go to the home position. Like that program, we will make it now. So how? First, cancel the program. Can you see the HMI of teach pendant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if we want to make any folder, we have to select a left side of this window. I am selecting a R1. Okay. Now, if I select the new tab, here one folder automatically made and keypad also generate to give a folder's name. Okay. So I am giving some name here. IGTR 234 and here given OK to make a here folder. Okay. So this folder, select the folder and open it. Here one option given here. There are so many options are on bottom of the HMI. New, select, duplicate, archive, delete, open and edit. So one by one we will introduce it. Now we are watching new, select and open. Okay, the folder we can open, we cannot select it. Okay, so open the folder. There are no objects here. It means there are no folders or file are made in this folder. Okay, now we are going to make a program file. So we again going to new tab. And we will see here one module is automatically generated there and keypad also is given there to give the name of the module. Okay. So here I give the name square as square 1, 2, 3. Okay. And give the okay. Now the program tab is module is ready. So now we can make a program by open the tab and select the tab. By the open, we cannot jog the, we cannot simulate the program step by step, but in the selection, we also make a program and we also can check the program. Okay. So any module, any file, if we make any file of program, the PTP home position, this two line is made by default. Okay. So in between these two home position line, the program we are making in between the line. Okay. So first we I select the home position, then I give a one PTP point. PTP point it means a point to point. Okay. So now this is x plus and this is a z minus. Okay. So I am making a square of 200 by 200 millimeter. Okay. So this is a PTP point. How can we generate a PTP point? So we are watching here some tabs like a change, commands and motion. Okay. The motion tab is already given there and this command also have a motion. PTP, line and arc. We can make any program by PTP, line and arc. So we are selecting here PTP. You are watching here some information about this point. We can change it from here. First, if we touch the PTP point, the other options will be open here like a line, circle, and other three options. But we will generate the point as a PTP. Yeah, means point to point. Okay, it will be point number 1. We can set from here tool and base, but we are not calibrate any tool and base now, so we didn't select. We don't select it now. This is a continuous and blank. Blank. The meaning of blank is a to follow the corner, and continue will be it will not follow the corner. It will be a without follow the corner. It will be a make radius and divert its path. Okay. We have already made one program of name of square 123. I am open the program. Now select a block section and then jogging a x-axis plus side. We will give a first point as a PTP, point to point PTP generation. Okay. From the home position, this is the first point of our program. From this program, after going in Z minus axis, it will be a draw one square. So we are giving you here PTP point by using of motion. Generate PTP. We can select tool and base from here. We also select a continuous and to follow a program, either or we can select only one. If we select a continue, the corner will not be followed. Velocity 100%, it means 2 meters per second. Okay, that is a point name. Now we are going to give a command OK. So this point is saved in our program. Okay, next position I am giving here Z minus. Okay, that is a second position and it is a start point of the square. So we can give here a line command. Okay, it is not a PTP, it is a line command. It will go a straight as a line. Point 2, velocity I am changing. Velocity is 0.5. It means a 500 mm per minute. And command OK. So line command is generated as a point 2. Now I am making a 200 by 200 mm square. So this is the center point of the square. Okay. So I am going to a left side. Left side means it is a y minus side. Okay. So 100 mm left side, 200 mm x plus side, after 200 mm y plus side, and that 200 mm x minus side, and 100 mm to the this point back to a start point of a square. Okay, so we can use dimensions incrementally from here. Okay, now that is a continuous is selected. I am selecting here 100 mm. So we can jog a robot from start 100 mm, it will be automatically stopped. Okay, so this is a y minus, and after 100 mm it is stopped automatically. So I am generating this position as a linear position. So go in the and give a command. Okay, then next point, it is a 200 millimeter towards a x plus direction. So this is a first 100, and after that second 100. It means a robot is moving 200 mm, go in a motion, linear motion. This is generating a 0.4, velocity 0.5, and give command. Okay, then y plus side 100 plus 100, motion, linear, and command. Okay, fourth point x minus 100 and 100. This is the fourth point of square. Go in a motion, change the point as a linear, and give command. Okay, now y minus 100 mm. So square is completed. Go in motion, change the point as a linear point, and give command. Okay, so now we have started by a PTP point. Okay, so PTP point is a upside of this point. So we can go directly to this point by using this PTP block. Only select the PTP point, and here one option is given, block selection. So block selection is given here. Then just enable the key and play the program. That is the point from where we have started to create a square. Okay, so now select the last line and give the motion as a linear and command. Okay, so these positions will be generated as a 0.8. Okay, the program is complete. This is the initial line, and this is PTP home position is the end of the program. Right now I am going to start a program and check all the our points which we are generate in the program in the continuous mode, but that is a manual mode, T1 mode. Okay, so that program speed will be 250 millimeter per second. So just we are reset the program. So program will be reach on the first line. So drive on and play. Home position, first PTP point, point to point, first point, and square is complete, and then it will go to the home position. Okay, so that is a method to make a program in robotics. This language is C++. Now we are going to make another program, but we can test the program which make recently of square. Now we are testing this square program in T2 mode. T2 mode is a testing mode. Okay, so in testing mode we can see the program in full speed, and the full speed is 2 meter per second. Okay, so we are going to change the mode. This is T1 manual mode, and we are converting the mode in T2. It is a testing mode with the full speed. Okay, so we can check here our program. This is a full speed. Okay, So we can test our program in full speed with the help of T2 mode. It is just a testing mode. Okay, now we are going to make another program as a circle. Okay, so we are making another program file as a name circle new, and we can give a name circle and give OK. So the circle module is we are watching, and then select the program, select the PTP home point, block selection, and now we can give a first PTP point. PTP point is always come from the home position with not being a straight line. The path will decide by all the joints will synchronize, and it will be a curvature line. It will be made by the robot. Okay, so PTP point is decided by the robot, and linear point is always make a line and move the robot. We are making a 400 millimeter diameter circle from the center point. Okay, so that position we are considering as a first PTP point. So go in a motion, PTP point, 100% velocity, and command OK. So first point is generated as a PTP point. Now we are going near to the table and generate one line command. So we are considering the center point of the circle in here with the respect of this position, motion, change the PTP point as a linear. Okay, this is a 0.2, and velocity we are set here 2 meter per second. Command OK. Okay. Now we are going to a start point. This is the center point of circle. Now we are going to on the radius of the circle. Okay, so if the center point is here and the circle is diameter 400, so we are moving 200 mm as a radius. So in x minus side, I am moving the robot in 200 mm, x minus 100 mm plus 100 mm. Now it is a 200 mm movement. This point also will be as a line command. Okay, and we are change the velocity 0.5 and command OK. Now this is the start point of circle, and we are making a 400 mm diameter of circle. So in the one line we do not make a full circle, so we can divide the circle into semicircle. Okay, so first we will make a half circle, then another half circle will make, and then it will be a full circle we can make. So in the circular command, this is a start point, and after the circle here will be generate a end point of the semicircle. So we must use one auxiliary point in the center point of this half circle. Okay, so this is not a linear command. So first will be a start point and end point. So we are making here a circle, semicircle. So we have to generate one auxiliary point between the circle. So we are making one point as a circle. First we have to position as a circle. This is a 0.4 and 0.5 is generated. 0.4 will be as a auxiliary and 0.5 will be a end point. Okay, so after the select the circle, we have some additional options are here: teach auxiliary and teach end. Teach auxiliary means the middle point of the arc, and teach end is the end point of the arc. Okay, so now we are going to a auxiliary point. Auxiliary point will be here. So we will move the robot in y minus direction 200 mm and x plus direction 200 mm. It will be a auxiliary point of our first semicircle. 100 plus 100, 100 and another 100. Okay. So this is our auxiliary point. So we can teach the auxiliary point from the here, teach auxiliary. So tap the teach auxiliary and give yes. Okay. So auxiliary point is generated. Now we have to generate teach end. Teach end, it is a end point of the arc. Another 200 mm movement toward x plus and y plus 100 and 200. That was a start point of the semicircle, auxiliary point and end point. Okay. So we are now generating a end point here given teach end. So this position as a end of the semicircle. So we can teach end and give yes. Okay. So semicircle is generated. Just give now a command OK. So first semicircle is we have made. Now second semicircle will we make as first one. Again give one motion as a circle. So these will be converted as a start point of second semicircle. First 100, second 100, x minus. This is a auxiliary point of the second semicircle. We can make auxiliary point from the teach auxiliary and give yes. Okay. So auxiliary point is generated. Now we are going to the end point of the second semicircle.
अच्छा ठीक है सर.
This is the end of our circle. So give teach end and confirmation with yes and command OK. Okay. So we can check first this PTP point. We can also copy to paste here. We are checking in manual mode. This is our first point, PTP home. Then it is a PTP point, point to point. This is start point of circle. First semicircle, auxiliary point and end point. Another auxiliary point, and this is a end point of circle. So we are now going to a center point as a linear. Command OK. Then first PTP point, go to the motion and as a linear and give a command OK. We can give here 2 meters per second and command OK. We can test the program in T2 mode. Okay, reset the program. First, we will check it in manual mode, but in continuous. Now it will go on home position. Okay. So velocity has changed in circular motion. First PTP point will come in 2 meters per second, then go in Z axis in 2 meters per second. But after that, the circle is when the circle is made, at that time velocity will be 500 mm per second. Okay. So we can test in the program in T2 mode. now we are going to change the mode. These 4 modes are given for to operate a program in different methods. So first one is manual mode. We can press a continue drive on and the play button, but it will be a slow motion 250 mm per second. We are going now to test the program in T2 mode. Reset the program. Now we can see in rapid motion of the robot. Again, we will check it. Now we are standing inside the robotic cell, so we cannot move the robotic in continuous. This program we can continuously run by the loop and loop end. So in the automatic mode given here, T1 mode is manual, T2 mode is testing, and automatic mode is to run the program automatically by given one time play button. Okay. So in the automatic mode, if the program is given as there, we are made this, so it will be run only single time. Okay. But if we want to make the program continuously, so we have to give here a loop and loop end as a C++ language, but we have to give some authority, configure user group and expert mode. We have to go in a expert mode and give a password. We can change the password. This is a default password. So now we can change the program. So here one editing key is given. By pressing the editing key, the keypad is here generated. So give here backside. Again we will do it. Okay. So our program is circle 135. We are opening the program now, not selecting, open the program, and by editing, give the name of loop. Okay. And in the end of program, we are giving here end loop. Okay. Do you want to change the program? Yes. So now we can check. Okay. Now we will shut down the door of the robotic cell, and we will see from outside of the cell how the program is running repeatedly. Okay. So we are going outside of the robotic cell. We have to close the door. We have to convert in automatic mode. So first we will reset the program. Okay. We will reset the program and go to the automatic mode. Okay. We are watching here automatic mode is in green color, as submit interpreter is in green color, and drive is automatically on without pressing a enable key. Okay. So in automatic mode, drive will be automatically on without pressing a enable or drive. So we are giving here one play button to start the program. The program is continually start and it will be repeat infinite. Okay, so we can make a program in manual mode. We can test the program in T2 mode, and we can run the program in automatic mode. So this program will be infinite, will continue whether the electricity is gained to the robot. So this is the end of our practical session of today. So have you any doubt? Have you any doubts?
Sir, what can be the maximum distance for teach pendant and the robot to operate?
There is not a particular distance is given, but the teach pendant have a one cable, and that cable length is 16 meter. Okay, so in the range of 16 meter, we can jog and we can make the program. And the teach pendant is connected to the controller.
Okay, sir. Sir, according to my knowledge, x-axis is for movement for forward and backward.
Yes.
Y left to right and Z top to bottom. Right,
Yes,
sir?
madam. Yes,
Is it the same for all the robots or it varies, sir?
It will be same for all KUKA robots.
Okay.
World position will be same for the all type of robots like KUKA, ABB, FANUC. All the robots will be work as same in world coordinate system.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the end of our practical session.
Is there any other
Is there
doubts
any-
regarding the
any
practical
other doubt?
session?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir, can you repeat it one time that manual and automatic time?
Okay, madam.
Manual we give me. Yeah. Yes.
So we can see here all tabs are green. So automation is in running position. Okay. So we can stop the program from this red button. Okay. By pressing the red button, the robot has stopped. We are converting in T1 mode. Okay. T1 mode is a manual mode. Now we can move the robot in manually by pressing a drive on key and play button. Okay. So we can also go to the home position with the help of reverse button. This is a forward play, this is a reverse play. We can watch here, the robot is going reverse direction to the home position. Okay. Now T1 mode is a manual mode to make a program. T2 mode is for a testing, and auto mode is to run the automation program. So we are convert in automatic mode. Now we can watch here, automatic mode is green, right? Okay. So we just press the play button.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we can't operate automatic mode from inside the cell. We should go out.
We should go out because it is a safety purpose. Not only safety purpose, but without close the door of our robotic cell, we cannot operate the program in automatic. Okay. So now, any other doubts? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can we copy the same programs to multiple robots, sir?
From the teach pendant.
Okay. So if we have similar robots, we can just write one program and then copy to other
Yes, sir. If it is a similar robot and using the similar programming, then we can copy and can be used in any same company robots.
Okay.
If the teach pendant is same and the programming language is same.
Oh, okay, sir.
Any other doubt?
Sir, is the teach pendant accessible for all kind of programming language or any specific language we have to use?
In KUKA, it is a specific for a C++ language.
Is a basic C++ language, sir?
Yes, madam. Basic.
So that depends on the manufacturer, sir, who's manufacturing the robot decides which language to be used or
Yes,
can be used.
it will decided by the manufacturer.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.